Welcome to the Real Estate Bee with your guide and as a trusted real estate expert, Daniela Gnecchi.
Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the market forecast for 2025. What will happen in the real estate market in Spain in 2025? I wanted to publish this video before, but we've been distracted by Sanchez and his proposals. By the way, quick update, no news whatsoever on how Sanchez is thinking about increasing the tax only for non-European buyers, the tax on the purchase of the property, to 100% of the value of the property, or prevent non-EU buyers from buying in Spain altogether. So, a prime minister who comes up with such a proposal and in 2 weeks doesn't give any information, explanation, clarification about it, especially when this law is against all the European laws, all the international treaties that Spain must respect, all fundamental rights, including the property rights, and last but not least, the Spanish Constitution, of which Sanchez should have at least a bit of knowledge. Then you understand that this, as I said in my videos, when I spoke about it, sounds more and more like a political statement rather than anything serious. So let's not listen to it. Let's not listen to the media who strive about it to get views without having any additional piece of information. And let's move on with what's going to happen in Spain in the real estate market in 2025. First of all, I want to tell you that everything I'm going to describe in this video is based on facts as far as what happened in 2024 is related, and official projections and studies made by experts for 2025. So anything that I'm going to say, it's information that I have studied, elaborated, and that's something that I do in all my videos. Purchasing a property is something very, very important, whatever is the price of the property, and I deeply respect it, and that's why I have this channel, because I aim to give you all the information I can about how to do it successfully and about how the market works. Before starting, I ask you to kindly subscribe to this channel. I am Daniela Gnecchi and this is my channel. Anything you need to know to successfully purchase a property in Spain as a foreigner. I've been selling properties to international buyers and investors for 14 years, and I have a full range of services offered by trusted professionals or myself directly, and we can help you make the best choice, save a lot of time, save money, and save stress. So go to my website, therealestatebee.com. Contact me, you can get in touch with me, you can book a call with me, and together we can make your purchase in Spain a huge success. I want to start by telling you what happened in Spain in 2024. And then I will give you a forecast for 2025, and I will give you a general overview. Then I will tell you what will happen with the prices, with the mortgages, with the rentals, if you are interested in a buy-to-let operation. And I will also answer a question that I heard and that it's been asked more and more. Is there a bubble in the real estate market in Spain? And I will tell you the trends for 2025. 2024 was a great year for Spain in general. According to The Economist, Spain has been declared the strongest economy of 2024 among all the OECD countries for both its economical growth, the decrease in unemployment, and the controlled inflation. The unemployment rate has been decreasing a lot. In Q4, it was 11.2 compared to March 2013 when it was 26.3. So a huge improvement which benefits the whole economy. Projections indicate that it will keep going down, and it's estimated that will reach around 10.7 by 2026. The GDP of Spain has reached 3.1 in 2024, which is the highest growth rate amongst all the European countries. The inflation has been going down too, and at the end of 2024, in December, it closed at 2.8%, which was the lowest point since 2023, and it's expected to keep being on this level or going further down. The tourism, which is the main resource of the Spanish economy, despite Sanchez, outperformed itself in 2024. Spain registered 94 million visitors in 2024, which is a groundbreaking level, and they expect to reach in 2025 100 million visitors, foreign visitors. The most visited regions are Catalonia, the Balearic Islands, and the Canary Islands. Only the increase in the number of foreign visitors has generated a revenue of 128 billions. The ROI of investors who buy a property to rent out in Spain remains very interesting, registering an average of 7.3% in the areas where foreigners buy the most. So altogether, the economical situation of Spain is extremely positive, and this is very important if you want to invest in a property, because you invest in a country that is growing. What happened with prices in 2024? The data, the end of the year data is not available yet, but we have the data from Idealista from November, so you get a good idea. On average, real estate prices increased by 9.6%. If we compare to January 2023, by 16.6%, which means that if you had bought a property at the beginning of last year or even a bit earlier in 2023, you would have already gained, without doing absolutely anything, between 10 and 12, 13, 15%, depending on where the property is. This is going to go on. So if you invest in a property in Spain, even without doing anything, you earn money quickly. Now, this 9.6% is the average between new development properties that increase by over 10% and second-hand properties that increase by 8.6%. Of course, the increase in price changes depending on the regions. Valencia is the city that saw the highest increase with 19.8% in 1 year, the Balearic Islands with 19.5%, Madrid increased by 13.6%, and Alicante is the area within the region of Valencia that increased the most, 21.3% more, and the province of Malaga and the Costa del Sol increased between 9.4 and 10%. The total number of real estate transactions in Spain in 2024 was around 600,000. It was 8 to 10% less than 2023, mainly due to the higher mortgage rates and to the fact that there aren't enough properties. Now, about the mortgages, the Euribor closed the year at 2.471%. which was the strongest decrease in 2024 since 2012. It is forecast that it's going to decline more in 2025, although at a slower pace. This, of course, led to a strong increase in the number of mortgages that were granted in Q4, which reached over 50,000 between October and December. What happened with rentals in 2024? I spoke about it a lot in the videos about the housing law and its very predictable consequences. According to the expert portals, Fotocasa, Idealista, they have calculated a reduction in 1 year of 57% of the long-term rental properties. If you want to know in detail the reason about this, I leave in the description links of the videos in which I explain why there is such a scarcity of long-term rental, and this has nothing to do with foreigners or tourist rental. It's simply the consequences and implications of the housing law. What happened to the rental prices? On the other side, they increased by 11.5%. In my video of the forecast of the 2024 market, I told you that rental prices were going to increase by around 10%, and they increased even more. The foreign market, on the other side, was very active in 2024. The number of purchases by foreigners was over 87,000, representing 15.2% of the total purchases in Spain. Where do foreigners buy the most? In Catalonia, on the Balearic Islands, Costa Blanca, and Costa del Sol. The nationalities of the foreigners who bought the most in Spain are the usual: British, French, German, Italian, Dutch, Belgian, but there was also a notable increase by 12% of US buyers that reached 8,000 transactions in 2024. All this confirms the appeal of Spain as a destination for foreigners, whether it's for second residence, retirement, or investment. Now, moving on to 2025. The general situation of the Spanish economy will stay strong, and the lack of supply of properties will be confirmed. There aren't enough new development properties, so what is crucial is the renovation of existing properties to bring them back to the market. Hopefully, the politicians will facilitate all this. In general, the Spanish economy is expected to grow by 2.4%. and the inflation is predicted to stay around 2%. What is going to happen with the prices? Prices will keep increasing because of the lack of supply, because of the increasing cost of construction, of materials, because of the problems in getting new permits for new construction, and also because of the increase in the demand, because both the improvement of the Spanish economy, the decrease of the mortgage rates, and in general the flourishing of the Spanish economy will lead to higher demands of property purchase. Also because renting is becoming more and more complicated, and we are getting to a point where people prefer to get a mortgage and buy because it's almost cheaper than renting a property. So all this surge in demand will push the prices higher. However, the increase in prices is expected to be slower than in 2024. In general, prices are expected to grow by around 5% in 2025. Again, there will be a difference between the second-hand market and the new development market. According to the experts, new development properties will keep increasing a lot in price. We are talking about between 10% for some experts up to 15% for others. So the sooner you purchase a new development property, especially if you purchase in the first months of the project where developers offer the properties at the lower price, including before getting the license, the more money you can make by earning a lot in equity. Look how much you would have earned if you had bought in mid-2023 or beginning of 2024. As for the number of transactions, all the experts agree that 2025 will be an exceptional year for the number of real estate transactions. They forecast that there could be around 50,000 transactions per month or even more as the mortgage rates decrease. This will lead to surpass the number of transactions of 2023, 2024, and possibly even the number of transactions of 2007 when we had the bubble and anyone could buy a property because banks were giving 110% mortgage, so they could even buy the car. It may even surpass that number. Talking about mortgages, experts claim that in 2025, the number of mortgage contracts could reach 400,000. And they will increase not only in number, but also in the amount of money that is lent. With the Euribor going down, the banks are already adjusting their mortgage rate, and the expected mortgage rate for the first part of 2025 would be between 2 and 2.5. What will happen with the rental market? Well, the situation of the rental market will not change until the law is changed. All the experts agree on this. The private market, which is the strongest segment of people who rent out their properties long term, it represents 93% of the whole long-term rental market, already decreased, as we saw, by almost 57%. People who decided to either sell the property, renting out either medium-term or short-term, or just stop renting altogether. And this is all because of the housing law. People feel uncertain, they feel that they are not protected, and they are right because they are not protected. So this, of course, leads to this type of decision. According to the experts, in 2025, the market will see the disappearance of 50,000 more long-term rental properties, and rental prices will keep going up. There is no solution to this until the housing law is either cancelled or substantially changed. According to Fotocasa, rental prices may increase by 7% in 2025, but it will probably be more. What does this mean for you? This means that if you want to invest in a buy-to-let operation, so buy a property and rent it out either medium term or to tourists, you will make even more money, because if long-term rental prices go up, medium-term rental prices and the short-term rental prices go up even more. So the ROI that you can get from your rental operation will improve. Go to the playlist about how to rent in Spain. I'm working on it. There are already several videos, and you will learn everything you need to know to decide how you want to rent out your property and make the most money. The foreign market is expected to keep increasing, or at least stay the same as in 2024, so around 15% of the total transactions. The difference with 2024 is that it is expected an increase in buyers from North America, both Canada and the US. They are coming to Spain and buying more and more, attracted by the stability of the country, the safety, the quality of life, the affordability of the property that despite increasing prices are still very affordable compared to other countries, and in general, everything that Spain has to offer. Now, let's answer to a question that I hear more and more. Is there a bubble in the real estate market in Spain? The answer is no. Absolutely not. There is no bubble. It's not just me saying it, it is all the experts. The reason why prices have been going up in Spain for 10 years in a row is what I have explained already, the fact that there is not enough supply for the level of demand. For example, this year 2025, they expect that 100,000 new properties will be built and the minimum need would be 200,000. There are not enough properties and the demand for properties is increasing more and more, especially now pushed by lower interest rates, by a growing economy. It is absolutely normal then when there are these conditions, prices go up. There is no bubble. Don't worry because it will take a long time to solve this situation. So whenever you buy now this year, 2025, 2026, 27, will still make money because prices will keep going up. They will not go down. There will be no crash. There is no bubble. So to sum up, what are the trends for 2025? Not very different from the trends from 2024. Price increase, lack of supply, foreign market that keeps increasing. This year we will also have a considerable increase in mortgage rates, which will push the demand even further up. An important trend, sustainability. It's becoming more and more important, the demand for properties that have new installations, whether they are refurbished properties with a new electric system, piping system, or altogether new development properties, properties that are built according to new technologies and allow the owners to save money and to live more comfortably. About rentals, a further increase in tourist rental, whatever Sanchez says and does, you cannot stop the market. You shouldn't and you can't. This is where the rental market is going, medium term, short term, but also new forms of rental, especially the co-living. We'll talk about it in a video that will come out very soon, so subscribe. And because these are the favorite form of rentals, medium-term co-living by young professional digital nomads, and they are coming more and more to Spain. Spain was voted the #1 country in the world for the digital nomads. So investing in these forms of rental can be extremely profitable. And finally, the last trend is an increasing digitalization, the fact that it is possible now with the new technology, with the possibility of doing virtual visits to properties without even visiting, especially new development properties, properties that are sold off plan, so they don't exist physically yet. More and more foreigners are reserving and buying these properties without even coming to see them. They may have come visit the area, but they are able to do the transaction, especially when it's an investment, by avoiding traveling to Spain. So This is how 2025 is going to be in Spain. It is a great year to buy a property, to invest in a property. Remember that it is paramount that you work with the right people who can help you make the right choice and then do whatever you need to do after renting the property, preparing it for your stay, or getting a specific type of visa. We are here to support you with all this, so your operation is smooth and stress-free. I hope you have found this video interesting. If you do, please like the video, subscribe. This is very important. It helps me grow the channel and it helps more people find this content. I thank you very, very much for staying with me today, for watching, and I will see you very soon with more content. Yeah.